So today I'm going to be testing the Kate Tokyo Cosmetics line. I've been using these things for a few weeks now, so I have a pretty good idea of what I feel about them. So I've already moisturized my face. So next I'm going to put on a primer, but this line, from what I saw, does not have a face primer, so I'm just going to use a different one. So I'm just going to use the Cover FX mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. Okay, so first thing from the brand I'm going to use is this concealer stick. So it says Stick Concealer, the base 0. I'm in the shade light beige. So there was only 2 colors in this stick concealer, so I just got the lighter of the 2 and it's called light beige. So as you can see, it is not even close to being my color. And the other one was, I know, was gonna be even worse. It was too dark. But once I put the foundation on, it's whatever, it kind of blends in, even though it's not even close to being the right shade. This concealer is really thick, like a stereotypical stick concealer from like the 90s or the 80s. I don't find it to be very good. Like, it feels really heavy, it looks cakey, and it's not the right shade. It does cover a lot though, but I'm not really a fan. Foundation. So this is, again, from the line, the base 0. I'm not really sure what that means. Also, this says powdery skin maker, which I don't really know what that means. I think maybe they're trying to say that, to me it sounds like this makes your skin look powdery, but to me it kind of gives it a dewy look, so I don't really know what they mean by that. And I'm in the shade 01. I don't think there's like a shade name. But it's very light and liquidy. I think the shade is an okay match for me. Definitely way better than the concealer, that's for sure. And I think the staying power is alright. I think by the end of the day, it's still hanging around. And I usually have really long work days, so that's good. See, now that I have the foundation on and blended in, you can't really tell that the concealer was not the right shade. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. Powdery skin maker. I don't know what that means. Oh well. Anyway, moving on. So next is this loose powder. Again, from the base 0 line. I really like this powder. I think it's a really nice texture. It's really soft. I think it really gives my face like a mattified look, but it doesn't make it look too dry. And I have really dry skin, so I really enjoy this powder. I've never tried baking with it because I just generally don't ever use it that way, so I don't really care if it can do that. I always just do a light dusting over my whole face, so that's really good. So next I'm going to put on some bronzer, and this line didn't have any bronzer. To be honest, I don't think any makeup line in Japan, or at least around this area, has bronzer. Bronzer is just not popular here. They're really into making their skin lighter. They don't want to look tan, so it's just not popular here. So I'm just going to use a different bronzer. I'm using this Hourglass Trio, this one on the side here, I think. It's called Radiant Light, I don't know. This, I think, is supposed to be just an all-over face powder, but it is way too orange to be that for me. I'm too pale, so I'm using it as a bronzer. That's okay. I don't know, even as a bronzer, I think it's a little too orange, but whatever. It's the only shade left. Okay. Next up is blush and highlighter. So I have this blush and highlighter duo, and it's called 3D Cheeks, and it's in the color RD1. And it comes with this little brush, which I actually like to use. This brush is really soft, and I don't mind it. Normally I just swirl the colors together and put the blush on the apples of my cheeks, but today I'm going to use them separately. So you can use this brush like this and them separately, or you can close it and just swirl them together, which is usually how I like to do it, but we'll do both today. So this is the first time I'm trying it separate. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about it, or at least with this brush like this, but whatever. Do my cheeks look three-dimensional? I'm just gonna go in with a blush brush and kind of blend that in a little better. Just to make sure it's blended in with my bronzer. So using that brush swirled together I think is good, but doing that separate, I don't think it's that great for that. I really like this blush. The colors, again, like I've said, the colors swirled together. It looks really pretty. Now let's do eyebrows. So for eyebrows, I got this eyebrow pencil, and it's in the shade Light Brown 1, or LB1. And looking at it, I thought, like, even though it's light brown, it looks really similar to the Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde. Like, the colors look very similar. Right, I'll show you. So this is Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde, and this is this pencil. Like, I think they look pretty close, but when you actually put them on, they are not even close to the same color. So I will show you. Okay, so that's the Anastasia. And that's the Kate Tokyo. Like, this one is, I don't know, it's not as cool tone, it's more warm toned, and it does not match my eyebrows at all. It looks quite ridiculous when I put it on. Not only is the color completely off, there's no cap to this, it just twists up. So I think maybe that makes the product drier than it would be if there was a cap, maybe, I don't know, but it is so dry and hard. Like, doing this swatch, I really had to like grind it, and even then it didn't really come off. I don't like this at all, but just to show you, I will put it on. But As you can see, it doesn't match my eyebrows. It looks really stupid. And I can't be seen in public like this, so I'm gonna go over it with some powder just to make at least the color match. So I've just been using this eyeshadow just to go over that so it doesn't look so ridiculous. Okay, looks a little better. You can still kind of see the color, but at least it's not that bad. So this line did not have an eye primer, so I'm just going to use a different one. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Okay, time to look at the eyeshadow. Most of what they sold were just quads. I chose this one because it said it was new, and I think it's supposed to make your eyes look rounder, and they give you like a tutorial how to use it. Basically, you're supposed to do a halo eye with it, and it makes your eyes look rounder. I already have relatively round eyes, so I don't really care about that. I just like the colors. I think will suit me. And I did try it that way one time. It was okay, but I'm gonna do it the way I prefer. To start with, I'm going to take this shade over here and just put it all over as a base. So these eyeshadows are all pretty shimmery. So these two shades are shimmers. This one got a lot of sparkle, and this one maybe is the most matte out of the four, but I don't think I would consider it a matte. Alright, next I'm going to take this brown shade and put that in the crease. And next I'm going to take the blue shade and I'm going to put that on the outer and kind of in the crease too. And finally, I'm going to take this really sparkly shade. I'm just going to use the sponge tip that comes with it and put that on the lid towards the inner corner. I think the quad it's alright. I mean, the colors are kind of dry. All of them are pretty much shimmery or glittery. There's not much versatility with this palette. I did do the halo eye that the instructions tell you to do. And then I also did use just a neutral eye with the blue underneath. And that was okay, but you know, this is my favorite way to wear it. Okay, and next up is eyeliner. So they didn't really have much choice in colors. It was really just black or brown. So I got this one. It's called the Super Sharp Liner. And I really like this liner. I think it's really easy to use. It has a really fine tip and it lasts a long time. It goes on really black. Next up is mascara. So this mascara is the Black Feather Lash Mascara, and it's alright. It doesn't flake, it lasts a long time. I think the separation is okay. It coats pretty well, but I just don't think it gives that great of volume. So, as you can see, it's okay. Not that bad. And for the inner rim, I'm just going to use a nude liner. They didn't have a nude liner. Like I said, they only had liquid liner in black and brown pretty much. So I'm just going to use this one by Cella. Okay. And then I'm going to take a smudge brush and smudge this brown color on the lower lash line. Okay, last but not least is lips. So I have this colored lip tint matte in pink number 2. They only had 3 shades in this, but I got it because it said it was new. They did have a version of this in an oil instead of matte, and the oil I think had like 5 colors, but whatever. I chose this pink one because I thought it would go the best with this color eyeshadow. So the tip is kind of like doe foot, but it's shaped like a cone, which is, I don't think the best, but I guess it allows you to get to the corners easily. So not the worst thing in the world. So it says that it's matte, but to me it goes on more like a cream. It looks shiny, not matte. And it doesn't dry down like the liquid lipsticks do in America. It just stays really creamy. And I think the lasting time is decent. Usually around lunchtime, I'll start seeing it wear off. And then after lunch I'll have to reapply, but whatever, that's usually like the normal wear time of a lipstick for me. But it's a little thick, so you have to be careful not to put too much on, but if you don't put too much on, then it feels okay. It's comfortable, smooth, creamy. It's okay. That's everything I have from Kate Tokyo. I have a lot of housework to do today, and it's really hot today. I'm already starting to sweat. It's like above 80 today. So I will check back in later to let you know how it's going. Okay, and just to give you some quick final thoughts, I really, really liked the blush, the eyeliner, and the loose powder. I would definitely buy those again. Things that I thought were okay: the foundation, the matte lip tint, the mascara, and the eyeshadow. Those are okay. And the things that I did not like and I do not think are worth buying, and I will definitely not buy again, are the concealer and the eyebrow pencil. I think they are not worth it at all. So it's been about 10 hours now, and I really sweated today. I did a lot, and it was really hot. I was moving furniture, I was digging, I was cleaning. So I was like really sweating buckets. And I think the makeup held up pretty well considering that. I mean, you can see the foundation is definitely worn off around here, but like I said, I was sweating buckets, so, and it's been 10 hours. Whatever. The eyeliner's really good. I did itch my eye actually on the inside, so it's worn a little bit there, but that was me itching it. And yeah, eyeshadow's still pretty much there. I mean, highlight you can still see. Blush, yeah, it's a little bit is there too. I mean, the lipstick is completely gone. I didn't even bother reapplying it because I was just so busy today, but whatever. I think it lasted about half of the day, maybe a little less. Like I said, around lunchtime after I ate, pretty much gone. Maybe just a little bit of a stain left. But yeah, I think overall things look pretty good.